Hello, namaste. Welcome our Patreon circle. Hope everybody feeling well, feeling good wherever you are. We haven't done this special video for you for a little bit. We've been up there in the dome recording and getting a lot of material. We'll talk about it soon. But here we are, now back in our studio and with a little video to tell you how we're doing, what we're doing, sing some songs, answer a question from a student, and even do a little jam in the end. So yeah, let's get right into it. Hope you're all doing well, following the path, doing your studies with the music, with the spirit, with the growth. And we are here to encourage that and support it however we can. And of course, connect the beautiful circle that we are. Yeah, welcome. Before we talk more, let's just sing a couple of songs. And today I chose to sing songs from Chandra Lacombe. Chandra Lacombe is a great teacher, great musician from Brazil. He was there in the beginning of our study when we just entered the spirit world back in the year 2000, and he was there with his voice, with his kalimba, with his beautiful presence, with his book of songs that were different than all the other songs that we encountered. First of all, really big Portuguese words compared to the most of the songs that were very, very simple words. The Santo Daime and the others was kind of more simple words, but this was really kind of big words, big meanings, more philosophical, more poetical, I can say even. And in the same time, Chandra with this high voice and that sweet kalimba with that method that he invented himself, playing it really like a piano, not with the thumbs, but with all the fingers. So really some magic nights out there that we really remember and pass together. Many of his songs we still sing in our circles, in our ceremonies. So we'll sing a few of his songs. Chandra Lacombe, living in Brazil, out of São Paulo, with a beautiful ashram, with a beautiful sangha. And we are in touch and in contact to this day and support each other on the mission. So the first one will be the number 116 in the Diamante book. It's called Cura Divina. E mi abre per divina cura, e mi abre per trasformação. Pois o filho digno de receber esta benção, e me abre para divina cura, e me abre para transformação, e me abre pois o filho digno de receber esta benção, e com imensa alegria que me firmo no coração. Posso ver agora que eu não podia, compreendendo esta missão, e com imensa alegria que me firmo no coração. Posso ver agora que eu não podia, compreendendo esta missão. Esta luminária que vem das alturas e nos aponta a direção. É papai, é mamãe com doçura, dissolvendo a escuridão. Esta luminária que vem lá das alturas e nos aponta a direção. É papai, é mamãe com doçura, dissolvendo a escuridão. Chamo todos os filhos da seara, vamos todos nos alinhar. Não esperem receber muitas medalhas e servir para poder entrar. Chamo todos os filhos da seara, vamos todos nos alinhar. serví para poder entrar, penetrando no reino e cantando, mas só depois te liberar. As mazelas orientas do passado para lá poder estar, penetrando no reino e cantando, mas só depois te liberar. As mazelas orientas do passado para lá poder entrar. Cura divina, divine healing. Beautiful. I open myself to the divine healing. I open myself to transformation. I open myself because I am worthy to receive this blessing. And this song really beautiful example of the essence of Chandra, and really this major and happy chord with a really strong message and really strong healing. It's kind of the combination and this beautiful light that he brings. Let's sing another one, is the number 148, Flor do Oriente, Eastern Flower. Chandra is very connected to the spirit of the mantras, to the teachings of the East, just like us. From before, even we met Chandra, but it was beautiful for us to receive this in the beginning of our medicines and ceremonies. Path, just to have this incorporated. Flor do Oriente. Estou aqui com meus pés no chão, meu coração a serviço da luz, minha mente é cálice vazio, onde o maná da verdade se produz. Aqui com meus pés no chão, meu coração a serviço da luz, minha mente cálice vazio, onde a maná da verdade se produz. Chamo aqui todos os irmãos para compreender a primeira lição, e tanto que se recebe, este saber faz sucumbir à ilusão. Chamo aqui todos os irmãos para compreender a primeira lição, e dando que se recebe, este saber faz sucumbir à ilusão. Eu busco ser límpido espelho, este saber é Cristo, é cristã, não me agarrando aos pensamentos que me desviam no fluxo divino. Eu busco ser límpido espelho, este saber está ya me agarrando aos pensamentos que me desviam no fluxo divino. A mãe divina na terra encontro o Pai eterno no brilho do sol e contemplando a natureza que deixarei a ser como o cosmos. A mãe divina na terra encontro o Pai eterno no brilho do sol e contemplando a natureza que chegarei a ser como o cosmos, agradecendo aos sábios e yogi e as falanges orientais. Vou meditando no lápis dourado, no coração, na muxara jamais, agradecendo aos sábios e yogi e as falanges orientais. Vou meditando no lápis dourado, no coração, na muxara jamais. Vou meditando no lápis dourado, no coração, na muxara jamais. Vou meditando no lápis dourado, no coração, na muxara jamais. Eastern Flower. Beautiful song, beautiful affirmation. Hope you were there, playing, singing. If not, this is the beauty of the video. You can rewind, get your guitar, your shaker, your book, and sing this affirmation together, and even look at the translation and just really connect. It's a beautiful power and a message. Thank you for that. We will be back with a couple more songs soon. But right now, just want to share some words. First of all, about the last couple of months we had here, and when the dome, our big dome, got ready, and we could use it. And this was a beautiful grace that we kind of looked for, but was really not taken for granted because it's a construction site and all. But there came this point that the whole shell of the dome was ready, the floor was ready, and the next stage, there was a gap of time, and we got this time. And honestly, I was looking forward for it, but what happened really, really blew our mind away, blew our heart wide open, because people just started coming. Even before we published any event or any initiation, people just really started coming and arriving really like magnets. It was amazing, and we met so many musicians, so many beautiful souls that came really to connect with that, what we call the spiritual echo. And we call it spiritual echo because it's an echo that comes from the sacred geometry that represents so much to us. And of course, myself, stayed many hours there with different instruments, with my voice, just studying because it's really like being in a mandala. It's once in a lifetime experience. And the echo that comes from different places, facing different direction, doing different pitches. This was an incredible study to see, to understand how it is, how the sound waves actually reflect and bounce, because with that accuracy in that huge of a size, things become much more apparent, much more clear. And when you shoot the sound that way, it really does that tuk 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 tuk, and you can hear it coming from different places, doing different stuff. And it was really amazing. And we're making a little video about all the progression of those couple of months that are just now finishing. We feel that we learned so much. And of course, a part of that, we have tons of materials, really dozens of hours of recording in that dome. And now we are sitting here in the studio and processing all that material, and we'll start to release it for you very, very soon, right here on the Patreon platform. Also, I wanted to share just a little bit about the time in the community right now, Florestral community, Florestral land, which is kind of a mother for the community. So we are here, I don't know, maybe 20 people, something like that. It's a bit of a lower season. Still, we have groups, but less groups and smaller also. Much more time to connect with the nature, which is on its own accord, and there's beautiful rains coming. Also, the rivers are full, everything is fresh, the air is fresh. And it's a really incredible time for us to walk on the land, to plant, to prepare, to chop, to make new paths. This is the time where we are not so busy with many people and are more with the earth, with the plants. So it's really beautiful time, and like every year, this is the time that we have fruits, and since we are still kind of new, so we have new fruits coming that are the first time. We got our first jackfruit right here outside this window, and lemons and water apples and mamoncino and all kinds of fruits. We just got the peanut butter fruit. We get really nice abundance and good adventure with nature in these times. We'll play another song, again from Chandra. This one I'm not sure is in the Diamante book. It's in another book. Cortinas tuas luz em luz, também vem do meu divino. Cortinas tuas luz em luz, também vem do meu divino. Sentindo de papá, eu sinto meu Jesus, é meu beduíno de amor. Santa Paz, sentido de papá, eu sinto meu Jesus, é meu beduíno de amor. bagno con lucero da florista. Beautiful song, really one that took us through the space. We used to play it late at night. I would like to answer one question that arrived from one of our students on this Patreon circle. And thank you for the question, Oz. And the question is how to move between different realms of songs, different genres, may we say, from the Hebrew, the Portuguese, the Daim. Is there any correct ways or any passages to move from song to song or from genre to genre? And it's a great question, and as great questions do, it's not a straight answer, but actually it raises more questions and more kind of perspective expansion. It's really a timeline especially when we do a ceremony, but even when we play a few songs for ourselves, and of course if we play in a circle for other people and to get involvement, and especially if we play it in ceremony. And I always try to have a thread going throughout the whole night, basically, from the first song to the last song, to have a thread going. And of course, this brings the expansion of what is this thread, what is this story that we are weaving. And once those questions arise, there is somebody that is looking for an answer, and that's us. It really makes a difference. And I know that in the beginning, when we just started and to facilitate ceremonies in one of our, in our first few ceremonies, we really kind of played what we liked. We didn't know so many songs, so we played what we knew, and we played what the people liked, and we played what we felt right in that moment. And I have a kind of a famous story that at some point in the fourth or fifth ceremony that we facilitated was back in our house, Nicole and me in Israel. We had like 25 people in the living room, and somewhere after second glass, and I'm playing and all that, and suddenly I really hear loud and clear the voice of the medicine, and I listen, and what I hear was very simple, 3 words: close the book. And of course she meant the singing book, and I was like, what's happening? We're playing music for you, we're praying. So I hear it again, close the book. And like, and I really try, but I really feel a resistance. And then I hear the medicine again, close the book. And I was really trying to ask her, like, what's happening? She just said, hey, let me know. Who is the boss here? I hear that. Okay, I close the book. And I sit in silence. And the 25 people in the room kind of see me this and close the book, and they don't know what's happening. And I'm just sitting and waiting, not understanding nothing, but just sitting and waiting. And 1,000 times I wanted to start, but I felt, no, the Spirit told me, close the book. And after around half an hour, I heard her voice again. She was like, good. Now let's start again. But maybe I'll choose the songs. And in that moment, suddenly, really something really deep shattered in me, because it was my will, my navigation was. I was not really reading. I was not really looking at the spirit way. And from that point on, I really felt that I was looking. And if I was not looking, then I would slap myself twice inside and to look, to see what is the spirit's will in this moment. It's not necessarily what the people want. It's not what I want. It's not even. It's just the path. And once the path is there, it becomes one. How to say, really connection, or really landing on that stream of the astral flow and becoming united with it and really flowing with it together in the same time, in the same pace in it. She was really good since that evening, and especially in the first year or two until I learned more, and I would really get the next song, the next song, the next song. They would just pop in my head, just the next song, and I started to learn that those things that pop in my head and what is happening here, and really like following that and following and seeing how there's always a thread, and how things that are kind of coming in a hint in the first class, they come like a full story in the second class, and how it brings to completion, how there is a passage going from low to high. I was just following those. I wouldn't even call them intuition, because it was really like numbers appearing. It was not. Sometimes I would look for the number. That's that song. But I really learned kind of the multidimensionality, you might say, of that thread, because it can be connected in a million ways, really in a million ways. From simple examples of singing to the water, so singing, the song in English, then the song in Ida Were Were, then the song in, songs of the Ubanda to Ushum, then songs in English, then songs in Hebrew, passing that passage of the water, and we do it often, and then the thread was of course water. It could be musically, like more scales or rhythms, or even same chords that sit on different songs with just little variations in the chord, and then it's kind of really creating this train of songs, very common with mantras, but also with other songs, with the Ubanda, with the English. Many times the thread can be even more complex, and of course changing and maybe taking us through this passage, through that passage. When we are attentive, when we are looking for that, where is the thread going? Where is this river going? Really remembering that the music and the prayer together, there's the sound and the prayer, the voice that calls, and who and what we call for, have an immense impact if we give it that power. And in our school, the Sound of Light, we give it this power. And so it's really our spaceship. Where do we take it? Remembering that music changes feelings, changes the vibration, changes our energy level, can take us deep, can bring us high. Where do we take? Where do we need to take? So of course, with even 10 people in a room, there is such a multiverse of emotions, of resonances, of experiences that are happening right there at that moment. And even then, the music has another power, which is unity, unification. It's really unite. It takes all those energies, kind of blends them into one thing that touches every one of them, and everyone feels the music is oneself, is him, is her, is really touching. And so where we take the music, where we direct our calling, can really, really bring the power to that, or not. The power of music is there, but if we add that impact of the call, of being totally in the moment, being exactly on that path, in the moment, right there with the astral river that is flowing with us, then that is the time that we really feel the grace. This is the point where we can really feel united, also with each other in the circle, also with the spirit, where the path is clear, and then we will feel those numbers, all those tunes, really just coming through us, and we will see the thread. It's rarely that I invent a thread. really rare. I just look and pull here and pull there, and I see it. The songs starts to come to us. And I remember there, back to that story in the beginning, the songs came and I was like, oh my God, I don't even know to play this song. And she was like, no, don't worry. You don't need to play. The song wants to come. The song wants to be played now. I would just sing it with a shaker or even with a mistake, but that was what wanted to be there. And that was the call of the Spirit. It brings us to another perspective. And I know when I did this move from playing the songs that I like to play to playing the eternal wave soundtrack, I was just not so much in the I and a little bit more on that, surfing that wave. And I think that's an emphasis that we can understand. So welcome to look for it. Welcome to understand that, to really understand. I call it a wave in a wave in a wave in a wave in a wave. And, we can describe the whole universe in just one wave. Just one wave that has a beginning and has an end which is connected to the beginning and vice versa. Just one wave. And there is trillions upon trillions upon trillions of waves within this wave. And one wave is your ceremony. The ceremony, your circle, your time that you sit and play to spirit. You can call it a wave. And within this wave, there is many waves, many other waves. There are the sound waves, there are the intention waves, there are the small waves that each string make. There are the wave that each song create. There are the wave that a few songs, each passage create together. So being in that flow of seeing a wave within a wave within a wave, being in that perspective is a kind of a good tip, and really feel the waves, because we feel the waves. After a very short time, from that perspective, the surfers in us awakens more and more, and to hear the call of the path, the call of the medicine, and to find that thread, which is the story that is being channeled through you at the moment. And more pure always. I hope this answered the question. I really love to talk about this stuff, so welcome to shoot me any other questions in this subject. Aho! It's a good point to remind that the next year the SAP is coming back. Yeah, the Soul Apprenticeship Program. It's coming back after a year, 2 years of absence. And we are already receiving students, and it's starting next March 2023. This will be the first group that will get to use the dome, the big dome, the studio. And we have a special room there that will be our class. And we're preparing a lot of, I won't say surprises, but just fruits of growth that we worked on in the last 2 years. And some external teachers are coming, and whoever is interested to dive deep into these studies, it's a great opportunity. 3 months in the forest, being facilitated, learning the ways of the Spirit. Welcome to get in touch with us if you want more information. And to end this beautiful moment together, we have a song to share with you. And this is a song from Adrian Friedman, which is a really amazing soul that I didn't meet yet, but through friends met his songs, beautiful songs, facilitating the spirit walk in England for many years. And now, just in a few weeks, he's coming here to Florestral. He will be here on 6th of August, and we will meet finally and have some ceremonies together. And really looking forward for this meeting. I heard he's quite a spirit, so we look forward to meet in this circle environment and walk with the Spirit together. So just to end our time together, I would like to offer a song. And the song by Adrian Friedman is called Pachamama. It's the number 32. And for that occasion, I would like to invite also our incredible cameraman, Aloyoni, that is also a very, very talented musician. So we will make you a little special cover for Pachamama.
mancha, irelo punta per amar, guru pipi agua, como y mancha, irelo punta per amar. Mancha